This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, so let's talk about the Sdlc cycle again. We have a planning, we have a code, we have a analysis the code, and then build, and then UT, and so we have a plan, we have a coding, we have analysis, we have a build, you have UT, unit testing. After that, packaging we have, and after that we have archiving. Okay, so this is the one place which we are focusing today. After that, we will deploy to queue environment and several sessions will be there. Okay, so today we have this problem in the project. This is a place, archiving. What is the problem? How can we store? Understand that how can we store all the packages generated? That's the first problem. It should be available for everyone. Okay, it should be available for all on demand. Okay, so the package not only storing that package here, archiving the package, but also it should be available it should be available on demand. Also security should be there, security of packages. Package should be very secure. Okay, so security should be there. Okay, now things with integrations. When I say integration with build tool, and other tools should be there. So cleanup admin activities, like admin activity means user management, access management, backup, and archival. These are the 4 tasks. Restore, sorry, should be easier using that platform. So we need packages management system. We need somewhere we can store the packages for all this stuff. Now you'll say, what packages? I don't have to tell you, I don't have to teach you here. We have packages like simplest package, zip, tarball, exe, rpm, okay, rpm, docker, okay, zip, tarball, exe, rpm, docker images. What else? Remind me. Let's say war file, jar file, EAR file. What packages? So guys, all form of packages, whatever is packages, you should be storing it. So here in this place, during the archiving, we need to solve this problem. We need to means as an organization. You are DevOps engineer. You should think about the organization. The problems which will be solving for everyone. Everyone means dev, QA, operations. Every team, multiple project, and overall organizations. So have you got this context, what you are trying to set, what are the trying to fix for the organizations, all of you? All of you? Hello? Yeah. So guys, that's where that multiple tools are coming for this problem. Multiple tools are there. Okay. One of the tools which we am going to teach you, Artifactory. We have Nexus also. We have Archive also. These are the 3 popular products solving this problem. Okay, I'm teaching you Nexus. Sorry, Artifactory. So what is Artifactory? Remember, Artifactory is repo management tool. See, I'm changing the word here. Don't get confused. Here I am solving the problem of package management. Okay, package management. But Artifactory is repo management. So what I'm talking about? So guys, yes, that's true. Artifactory is repo management. One thing which is GitHub. All of you, I think we have a sessions already, so you must be knowing. Correct? GitHub.
Yes.
So I will ask you a question. Tell me, what is a GitHub? Abel, tell me, what is a GitHub?
Version control system.
Anshu? Faizan?
Yeah, it's a code repository management tool, which is
Prasanna
like
said. Sulen?
GitHub is a repository management tool actually, basically, where we can.
Yeah. GitHub is not a source code management tool. Understand that. GitHub is only managing your repo. And repo, you have a code version. Okay. So in Artifactory, manage a repo. Repo of what? Repo of packages. And here we have a package version. Yes, simple. Package 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will be stored in the repo, and repo managed by Artifactory. Now this repo type, you can say what kind of repo type you have. So you can say repo package type. Repo package type. So what kind of package you have? So here you can have a Java Maven repo, which is stored the Java package, Yum repo for Yum package, apt repo, Docker repo. So all these different kind of repo you can create at Artifactory for storing the package version. Simple, not complicating big keywords. Are you understanding, all of you? Yeah. So yes, Artifactory is a repo management tool, and which has a package version. These are the repo types which you can have. Okay. Now on top of that, Artifactory is also giving lots of features. Some of the features like role-based access control. Role-based access control means, see, every tools you have nowadays. So let's, I'll not waste time talking about this. Role-based access control means there is a one thing which is called authentication, and there is another thing which is called authorization. What is authentication? That means how you should log in, how to log in to Artifactory. So you can log in using user ID and password. You can log in using LDAP. You can log in using that SSP and single SSO and all, right? So many authentications are there, which Artifactory also supports. Simple. Authorization means what you can do, what you are allowed to do after login. So here you have a group you have. Here you have a roles concept, and then permission concept, policy concepts, and all these things you can apply to the user, and then he'll get the permission. So these features you have in the every tool, so Artifactory. Okay, now this tool is from the company called company called from JFrog. Very simple. JFrog is the company name who's owning this tool. This is developed in Java. So the moment I say this is developed in Java, that means this particular tool can be installed in any platform. Simple, because Java is a platform independent. And one more thing, if it is developed in Java, you need a JRE to run it. Simple, simple thing. So now next questions you have after understanding what and why, how it works. Okay, how it works. So multiple components we have in Artifactory. So one is a web component written in Java. Okay. Now HTML, CSS, JavaScript, that is the default, you know that. After that, all the metadata stored in the database. Here this is the RDBMS. RDBMS means MySQL, MS SQL, Oracle, Postgres, Derby, H2. All these are supported. Simple. All RDBMS are supported. So backend you can have it anything. I think default trial version, I guess if I'm not wrong, maybe H2 or Derby will be used. I need to check once again because I always forget. With the lots of tools, this is getting context change, so I just forget information because someone is using H2, some tool are using Derby. Okay, nowadays MySQL you can't use it because it's not a, you know, this one. What is it? It's becoming proprietary and lots of copyright things are coming introduced with by Oracle and stuff like that. So yes, web, Java, DB, any RDBMS, and here we have one storage which can be storage means what, where the package will be stored. So this can be anything. So for example, this can be your local file system also, local file system where you can store that, the place where you have installed the Artifactory, where that storage will be used. Or you can use AWS S3 also. S3 you know that, right? Bucket and all stuff like that. So packages will be stored here or local, or a few more plugins are there, so I'm not complicating here. Database can be any RDBMS, web you have it. So this is the architecture. So you connect with the web. Okay, for anything you want to do, upload, what you want to do, upload and download, that's all. Upload a package and download the packages. Are you understanding, all of you, how it works? All of you?
Yes.
Okay, so now what we did, understood what problem you are solving, what is requirement for any projects, what is Artifactory, some of the features, how it works. Now we'll install the Artifactory. Okay, so we will install the Artifactory. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use one of my notes. By the way, let me tell you here, guys. Artifactory can be only used with a license, trial license. So right now I'm not going to the website, okay, and downloading from there and all. The reason is it will just take some little bit time and I want to save it. So you see that this is the direct package repository. Sorry. So if it will work, that's wonderful. Okay. So here one thing which I missed out, talking about releases. So what are the different kind of releases they have? So they have one OSS version, another one is community version, another community version, another one which is what do you say, professional version, interface and stuff like that. So now you'll say what are the difference and all. So I will ask you to, you know, Artifactory to refer the documentation, OSS versus Community Pro and all stuff like that. So I think this one will be nice document. So see here, OSS we have, Community of Pro we have, Cloud also we have it, okay, and Enterprise you have. So you can check this out and see the difference. As part of these sessions, anyways, one I will use OSS, which is open source. So yes, check it out here and it will help you. So now I'm not going to do anything but installing this OSS in Linux. We have a Pro also, instructions will remain same 100%. Okay, only the features, little bit of features will be changed and all the stuff. Okay, so now I'm going to try this one. Now I need a machine, right? So nowadays I migrated from AWS to VMware VirtualBox. Why? Because of lots of costs are involved. Every time I use the AWS instance, run, show the demo, and after that move into the different training and different things, and that VM is running 24/7 without stop. And I realized after 2 days or 3 days, and I end up losing lots of money because of that. So just to avoid that all stuff, I started back to the VirtualBox, and now this is your VirtualBox. So IPA, what is the IP address? 60. So here, look at my screen, all of you guys. SSH root 192.168.1.60 and password done. Okay, so first thing, guys, you have to do this one. Before that, you have to install the Java. So Java, I think I have installed already. I'll verify, and Java is not there, so no problem. I'll install it immediately. So I'm installing Java OpenJDK 11. And Java is done. Finally, I'm going to save some time by using my comment, these notes, because you don't have to go and download all this thing from scratch. So I installed the Java. Now almost done. And finally, I'll go to the OPT directory and download this package. Now this package, the one which I have it for you, you can download from this one also, website also. But again, you have to register here, this, that, and all. So this is just for saving time. So wget is not there in my machine, so I installed it. And after that, download that package. And thankfully that package is still available. Sometimes what happens, they change the URL and then this notes will not work, so be aware of it. Done. Okay, so I'm going to extract this one. So how to extract it? This command is missing over there. So zxdf file, extract it. Done. Now after that, I'm going to cd and then app bin, and here you have a start command. So start means which one is a file? Here. Okay, many files are there, but I like this file this way. Spelling mistake, start. That's all. So In this machine, your RAM also you have pretty high, I guess 8 GB or something. So that's okay. Now, if you want to validate, you can validate. Now, there is one directory where that you have Artifactory and third-party library. All this file you have to get comfortable with it. So the port number, which is by default, is okay. Here 8082. Okay. So 98 16 8082. That's a UI port. Just wait for a few seconds. It takes some time to load it. Don't rush. Don't think it's not running. Also, you should check this here. Tomcat is running. Okay. So it's running, and here you see. So wait for a few seconds. So right now, yeah, it might take few minutes, but it will be up. So earlier it was a very lightweight, but recent release they have made it a little complicated with lots of UI and I will refresh and done. So now default username is admin123. No password. Yes, admin password. Remember that. Okay, and get started. So here they are changing a password. So admin123, admin123. Now 4. Rajesh 123 4. Rajesh 123 4. Okay, so there's something here, and next. This leave it as it is because you're not setting a domain. Skip. Proxy for internet. Skip and done. So this is your Artifactory. How to install it, we got to know. All of you are okay so far? All of you? Yeah. So guys, one more thing, a trick I will teach you. Okay. So I don't know how many of you are using. Simple thing. Any of you are looking for my blog. Okay. So just for example, you are looking for Artifactory, and let's say your topic is install. Okay. So just type like this in Google. That's all. Artifactory installed DevOps School, and here you see this is the documents, or if let's say Ansible or any topic as such, you will immediately find. See, so that way you will find the documents quickly, because the DevOps School is like it has a huge data, and you may not have a patience of that to understand and learn all the interfaces. So simple, ask a Google, they will tell you. Are you understanding, all of you? Okay, so how to install, I covered. Now next thing is how to use it. So guys, here simple thing, I'll put it in steps so you'll remember. First thing, step number 1, create a repo. Okay, create a repo. Step number 2, create access. Step number 3, upload. Step number 4, download. That's all. You create a repo, access, okay, upload and download. This you have to do for the using this tool. So can I go ahead and create a repo? How to create a repo? So guys, here you have two things. You see that here, this setting, this is the view, and so public view, admin view, public view, admin view. Simple. Now how to create a repo? So if I click here, okay, look at this here, and repository is coming. See that I have one example repository. Now if I look at this, there are 4 kind of repositories they are creating: local, remote, virtual, distribution. What exactly these are? Understand that. I'll put it in one context. You'll remember always what is a local, what is a remote, and stuff like that. So yesterday, I hope you have attended the Maven sessions. So remember that. So there is a India team and there is a US team. Now India team is also working and creating a packages, and they have these are the packages. US team is also working and they're creating a packages. Now understand that India team, if they will source their own packages, upload and download, okay, everything's cool. But when you do upload here and download from here, this is not a cool, right? All of you? Why it's not cool? Because time will be consumed, waiting wastage, transportation wastage, one more wastage in DevOps school, DevOps session which I talked about it, motion wastage, so much of more things are there. So what to do in this case? What to do in this case? So we will say, hey, do one thing. Create your own local repo, LR here, and upload a download from here. That's very fast. This guy also create their own local repo, LR, and download and upload very fast. But the question is, when the time comes for the sharing, that means India team need USA team package and US team need India team packages. So what to do? So here you have 100 employee, and here also you have 100 employee. Are they going to download 100 times each packages? In a 4, 5 times, 10 times in a day? Yesterday you saw that packages were downloading in Maven sessions. What they are going to do? So then we will propose something like that. Hey, let's do one thing. Instead of 100 times you are calling this place, let's do one thing. Let's create a cache copy here, and it's a one-time activity, not 100 times. Only one-time activity for one packages, and then from here upload, download, upload, download. So now the question was, what is the local, what is the remote? So in this local means this local repo, this is a local repo where you can download and upload. But the remote repo is this one where you can only upload, not you can only download, not upload. All of you understood what is a remote and local repo? For the remote repo, you need some other repo reference. That means if I want to create a remote repo, I need this address. But if I want to create a local repo, I don't need a linear address. Local repo for read and write, upload and download, and remote repo for only downloading purpose. Why? Just to save time, bandwidth, and efforts. Are you able to understand, all of you? All of you?
Yeah.
Guys?
Yes.
Okay. Now you'll see, you'll ask Rajesh, what is a virtual then? So nothing virtual. See, I'm a programmer. Hear me out. I want to complicate by telling you the official definition. Simple. I am a programmer. I have a 10 dependencies of Maven of yesterday's sessions. I want to have 10 packages. Simple. I want to have 10 packages, so my build will be completed. Now the problem is 10 packages you have in a 10 different repository. So what you will have to do in the pom.xml, you have to write 10 different URL, 10 different repository. That's a headache. I can't remember 10, 12, 13. Tomorrow it will go and grow 15. What should I do then? Nothing. Add multiple repo, local repo and remote repo, one more repo, few more repo, and make it one group. And inform a team saying that, hey, please use this group URL rather than individual URL. Why? Because all of your repos is added, where the packages are required for you to build, compile, test, or whatever. So this virtual means group. For what? Group for local and remote. Simple. Okay. So now I'm going to create a local repo first. How do we create it? Add repo, local repo. Now guys, here it will ask you what kind of repo you want to create. Remember that I said start in the session itself, there's a different kind of repo you have which you manage on Artifactory. So here they have so many types of repo. Now none of these are activated. Why? It's a OSS, right? They support only Maven and Gradle. Both are interrelated. So if you want to go for, now you can compare that. That's a major difference. Compare. You'll ask me, Rajesh, what is the difference between this one? What do you say? OSS version, professional versus enterprise. These are the major difference. That's all. None of the other functionality you have it. Only these are the difference. That means if you go for the Pro and all, you'll have all this available. In OSS only Java and Gradle. Are you able to understand all of you? Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
So guys,
Yes,
I'm going
yes.
to create. Yeah. So I'm going to create a Maven repository. This is Rajesh local Maven and save and finish. Done. Rajesh local Maven. Let me create one remote. But you know, guys, for the remote, I need a remote now. So do you know any repository which is remote? I'm asking this question. Do you know any repository which is the Maven type, Java type, which is remote? Tell me quickly. Surinder, Prasanna, you were there yesterday also. I remember you guys. Any repository which is remote? Any remote? Guys, look at the image. For creating a remote repo, you need a one remote URL, right? No? So who can be a remote? So yesterday I don't have a two Artifactory, guys. One here and one there. But I have one thing which is very known, and that is Apache, right? All of you forgot that? Maven repo, Maven central repo. This is the one. Remember that now? Hello?
Yeah, we remember.
Yes, now we remember now.
Yeah, it's a central repo, guys. It's a remote. It's not, I'm not the owner of it, but it's publicly accessible. I don't need a user ID and password. Though you can set up one Artifactory here, one Artifactory here, one repo to another repo. You can make it remote. But why to create? Because I need the genuine one. Correct? So what to do? So I'm going to create a remote repo this time. What remote repo? Maven. Now see here they have given already the path because they know that this is a popular remote everyone uses. So this is a central. Test it. User authentication and password required, but not required for this. But if you are using Artifactory user ID and password, so you can specify the user ID and password here and save and exit. So guys, I created one local, I created one remote. Now last I'm going to create a virtual. So virtual Maven group. I just name it group because that name is closer to my mind. And here I'm going to add the repository. So which repository I'm going to add it? Rajesh local dub central dub. Save it. Done, guys. So here I wanted to create local one repo, remote one repo, virtual one repo. Work is done. Understood all of you? So guys, this is done.
Yes, yes.
This is done. Now I'm going to create an access. Okay. So how to do the security? Here you have settings and all. You can read it. This LDAP integrations are available, but right now inbuilt user ID and password is based. And here what I'm going to do is, where is the user actually? Here. User. Let's create one user. I'm going to create one user deploy. Email address deploy@deploy.com. Okay, is it admin password? You can give it. You want update profile, disable UI, internal password, all these things you can set it up. Done. And save it. I created user. Okay. The password is having problem, so deploy 123. Deploy 123 D capital. Okay. Save it. Done. But multiple user you have to manage through the groups. Let's create a group. Dev group. Simple. This group, you want the admin permission? Of course not. You want to add a user? Yes, of course. Deploy is a part of that. Done. So now user is created, group is created. Now we have to give the permission to the user or group. I want to give it to group. Permission, new permissions, add repository. Here any, you can select this, all this thing you can do that, but right now I'm global, everything, no problem. All repository. To which user? I'm not interested. Which group? I am interested. Which group? Dev group. Dev. So permission is also set. Token is for the API operations and all. User, groups, user. Okay, save I have not done. Sorry. Where's the save button, by the way? Okay, I have to give this. Save button, yeah. Oh, name I have to give. So permission, all, and create. Okay, so here I created user, here I created group, here I created permission. Very simple, nothing else. So guys, this is also done. Very simple too. Now I need to do upload and download. So far clear, all of you? All of you? Prasanna?
Yeah.
Okay, so now how to upload, how to download? This is a conditional question, guys. That means how to upload and how to download depends on the whether you are using Maven type, Gradle type, Docker type, NBT type, Yum type, APT type, depends on that. In this session, I'm going to talk about only Maven Java type. Okay, how to upload, how to download. So the question I'm going to ask you, very simple question, guys. How to upload packages using Maven? That's all. Next question I'm going to ask, how to download packages using Maven? Simple. So now what to do? Step one, number one, add repo to pom.xml. Now do you know pom.xml or not, guys, all of you? Step number two, add access to setting.xml. Setting.xml is a configuration file for Maven. Step number three, make sure ID of pom and setting should must match. Step number four, step number four, Maven deploy. That's all, guys. This is the goal name. I hope you remember. So this is the way you to upload the packages. So can we do that? So yesterday, if I remember, I had created one Maven repository. I think this one's right. Yesterday we used chat. I used in the pom.xml. I'm going to add repo of Maven. So how do I add it? So guys, for this I have created one sample project. You can refer this one. Let me show you that, teaching you that Artifactory only. Look at my screen here. So let's do that Artifactory way only. So go to the user view, go to the repository. Okay, go to the repository, and here you have Rajesh local Maven. Rajesh local Maven. Set me up or deploy. Set me up means setting.xml. Deploy means pom.xml. Deploy. And here single deploy or multiple deploy. And this code is not giving. Set me up. Go for this. Maven and deploy here also you'll get. Look at this. This code, you have it. They're giving it to you. This code. So that's all. This code I'll go and put it up in the Maven. That's all. I don't have to do anything. Central, snapshot. This is the one, and done. So this one I did. Done. Now next thing, access should be done in setting.xml. So for that also you can use the tool which is configure, but I think this will be more complicated for you guys because I'm generating a settings, but the whole setting.xml you have to understand. So I don't want to complicate your understanding. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to manually modify this and just show you the things which is required. So setting.xml is a configuration file for Maven, which you can find in the Maven installation directory. So here Maven conf, this is the setting.xml. And here it is, this is the setting.xml. Okay, so it's the file will be there default. Now what to do? So here you have to add server element, the one which I'm showing you. So where is the server elements? Here it is. Okay, so now I'm going to copy this one part. That's all. This is a server element. Here you have a username deploy and password is deploy 123. That's all. So here you deploy 123. Done, guys. Now this is also done. Okay, now here make sure ID of the POM and settings should match. ID means this one, this ID. So in the pom.xml, so pom.xml ID is this one, central and snapshot. This should match. So let me match this central and central. I'm matching all the IDs to avoid the complication. That means for this repo, for this repo and for this repo, and then this one. So for this repo and this repo, the user ID and password is this one. Very simple. Okay, now after that everything's done and put the deploy. That's all. So you see that I'm going to Maven, which is under my desktop, and here go to chat. I modify the chat, right? Let me check. Yes, I modify the chat and command line and deploy. That's all. Nothing else you have to do. Now you know Maven. Goal name is to see here. Read this. Uploading, done. Can we verify? So go to the artifacts and artifacts, local, refresh, DevOps School, software, chat 1.0. Look at this here. DevOps School, software, chat, jar, this one. Done. If you want to do the release version of it, you want to release the product, save this, Maven deploy. Release version also, refresh here, see here 1.0 and snapshot. So guys, all of you understood or not? All of you understood or not?
Rajesh, deploy means what do you mean? You mean the upload to artifact server, right?
So deploy means, let me recall the discussion also yesterday. See here, understand that deploy means, see here, this is Maven read the pom.xml. Okay, Maven reads the pom.xml. The package whatever you have is reading the .m2 local repo .m2 location, and then from where? Remote repo. This can be central or Artifactory. So deploy means you are building the package, sending to local repo, and after the local repo you should go to this one. So this is called deploy, sending from the local repo to remote repo. But getting in the local repo, it's called install. Install means uploading to the local repo. Deploy means from the local repo to remote repo. Make sense?
So deploy will be the final version, actually, release version
Yep.
or snapshot.
Yeah.
Okay, one more thing. What was we created user this repo user we created in artifact server, but you are giving the the in the setting .xml here in uh, Maven server. Yes. So how it authenticate actually? I didn't understand because you are this is your
See,
Maven server.
understand that. Understand that. Here you said that remote repository location Artifactory. This is the not controlled by Maven. This is the external one.
Okay,
So
this one already
for
URL
this
here.
uploading the documents, you need access.
Got
Maven
it.
need
Got it.
access of Artifactory. So for that, you have to specify the access here in setting.xml. Now, why
But
Max this?
why separately they are giving here? Is there any? They could have given in Maven this pom.xml actually. Why the specifically they are giving mentioning this
So
here?
Maven has certain guidelines. So access and all you should store in not in a pom.xml, which is stored in the Git. You should store in the setting.xml, which is not stored in the Git. Setting.xml will not go to the Git, will not be shared, not compromised.
Because anyway this URL you are defining there only in pom.xml.
Yeah.
Okay, no.
Yeah. Got it? Hello?
Yep, yep.
Okay. Now how to download the package? Simple. I'll put it in the step number 1. Write dependency in pom.xml, which we discussed yesterday. If you want to download some package, write a dependency. The spelling mistakes, please ignore it throughout the session. So write dependency in pom.xml. Second thing is modify setting.xml with mirror element. Mirror element basically is a remote repo from where download happen. Okay. And step number 3, any goal where dependency required. Simple, any Maven goal. So now understand that. So let's understand the flow. Okay. So this is the project number 1. Okay, understand that. Understanding is more important here. So this is the project number 1. This is the laptop number 1. This is laptop number 2. Okay. This is the pom.xml. This is the pom.xml. And here, this is the Artifactory. Okay, where the package is lying. So now what this guy will do? This guy will do Maven deploy. The package will come Artifactory. Now this guy, what they will do? They will use this. This is the component 1. This is the component B. Software 1 and software B. So they will write a dependency. So in the dependency here, the project 2, they will write the dependency of this one in the pom.xml. This is what I'm talking about. Write the dependency in pom.xml of whatever the dependent component that must be available in the Artifactory. Are you understanding, all of you? Are you understanding?
Yeah.
Hello? Yes. So look at this here. We have 2 projects already. Look at this here. We have 2 projects, chat and Gmail. Okay. So chat and Gmail. So Gmail is dependent on chat. Which version of it? I have already uploaded it, by the way, so I can check. 1.0. So what I should do? So I should go to Gmail and pom.xml and modify the dependency table. This one. So here, so what is the dependency? This scope, I'll remove it. What is the dependency? So what is the group ID? So group ID of the chat is the same one. What is the artifact ID? Artifact ID is the chat. And what is the version which I uploaded to Artifactory? 1.0. So 1.0. Okay, that's all. That means Gmail is dependent on chat. Simple. Gmail is dependent on chat. Work is done. Okay, all of you? All of you? Understood?
Yeah.
So now guys, this is done. Now this guy need to download. So whatever you do, you will have to download. So now for that, what you have to do? So this guy means this guy. You need to modify the setting.xml with the mirror of this one. Mirror of this one. So what I will specify, typically group. So go to the group, which is artifacts here, because group you have multiple one. This is the group. Set me up, and here you see this whole setting.xml is there, but I'm not complicating right now. Simple thing I'll show you. Go to the setting.xml and modify the mirrors. This is the one. Okay, so I'm adding one more mirror, by the way. This was added earlier. This is one more mirror, and in this mirror, what I'm saying, ID is I'm using ID central because this would match for authentications. Here what I will do, mirror of what? So you can do the filtering and all, but I'm not complicating right now. I'm just comping everything. So here, GitHub, just a second. I'll just copy paste from this. And setting.xml. So mirror of everything, no filtering, and URL for the group repository is this one. That's all. And blocked, just remove it. That's all. So this was the done. Mirror upload has happened. And don't worry, I'll give you one samples project also. Here you see. Okay, so this is also done. So that means using this line, what I did, I override the central repository with my Artifactory. That's all. So this is also done. Finally, I do any goals, it will take the packages from Artifactory. So for that, what I have to do, let me delete that M2 first. So M2, which is because it's there I'm using same machine. Remember, in this I'm talking about the 2 different machines, but for the demo I'm having only same machine, so I have to delete that. So com dot DevOps School, I'll delete everything. Okay, so now I'm going to build the Gmail, and Gmail is dependent on a chat. I'm building the Gmail and Maven compile, and you see here downloading started happening from chat. You look at this from my website, and then the build will happen. Done. So guys, if you want to download, set some downloading patching. So first you have to write a dependency, modify the setting.xml with the mirror element, and any goals which you want to do that, automatically Maven will download the dependency for you. All of you understood this? Suresh, Surena, Prasanna, Pat,
Yeah.
Paijan, Anusha, Anshu, Abel.
This mirroring is happening where actually? Mirroring means you are downloading.
Mirroring means mirroring is just a keyword actually. Here, let me put it up in this way. Understand this is a simple way. Okay. Understand that for download, yesterday's session I'm repeating. This is a Maven. Maven, look for the pom.xml. Read the dependency. Look for the LR. And LR by default is going to central CR. But if you put the mirroring, what will happen? LR will go to the Artifactory. Whatever the mirroring you set it up, it can be accessed. So you are overriding the central repo. Got it?
Overwriting center repository.
Yes. Here.
You mean what we are overriding here? Because in center repository we have already like a one build. Okay, and that build
Understand. By default, the repository from where the downloading will happen is CR.
is right.
The moment you enter this will be gone. This will be up. Simple. That means
Okay,
Maven will try to download the package from this here.
local repository.
Artifactory.
Sorry.
Or next this.
Okay, it is
Here.
downloading it.
This URL.
Got it. Okay.
Now you'll say, Rajesh, I need this CR package also. What do you need to do? Tell me. If you need a CR package also, then what do you need to do? You have to tell me now.
CR package.
So you mean to say along with local repository and mirror repository, if we need access to central repository also, what need to be done?
Correct. Yes. See, local repository anyways is there in a machine.
Then we have to put the center repository also in pom.xml.
No. Tell me, I have explained it. You have answer. And there's no question of losing the flow also, because just we completed stuff in 1 hour. So it's a 1 hour session only.
Center.
Guys, tell me, others, if what is the use of attending this live session? What you should do? Guys, simple. CR, I explained it to you. CR, you will create central repository, create a remote repository here. Now, I have created actually.
But even local repository you created there in article.
Yes, but I look at this URL. What is this?
This is center repository only.
No. Okay, we got confused actually.
I am able to understand, but again, I think it has opened up another question. So imagine when we are talking about this mirror repository, right? So traditionally, we are going to put all our in-house developed packages over there, right? So it may be possible in our mirror repository, we might be having, let's say, just 2 or 3 repositories, but in central repository, there will be like thousands. So how we can access actually all 3, local plus mirror plus central repository. So
okay,
how to configure that?
Understand the concept. I am talking about repository. I'm not talking about the platform like Artifactory, Nexus or something. Remember that this is a one repository. This one repo. You have a thousands of packages, that's a different thing, but it's a one repo. I repeat, here I've created local repo, is a one repo. This is also one repo. This is also one repo. So what flow, yesterday flow, remember? Maven, read the pom.xml. The dependency, they look from the local repo first. If not found, go to central repo. Repo, only one repo. Now I change the mirror. So that means it will not go to central, it will go to this repo. I don't care where it's hosted. Is hosted by Artifactory or Nexus or some tool like Archiva. I don't care. I'm talking about the repo address. This is the repo. So now all this thing, it will go into the group. Now group is what? Group is a repo of repo. Okay. So everything will be looked at this place. Now the question was, if you want central repo also, so add here in this as a remote repo as part of this group, and anyways you have it. That's what I did. If you look at my group repo, I explained it to you. If I go to the group repo, I have a two repo. Look at this two.
Got it. Now got it. Yes.
See a two, local also, central also.
You added as a group actually.
Correct.
So, okay, got it.
Why should I see? Why should I add too many? Because I get mad, you get mad. If I give you 10 lines of code, you get crazy. But I give you the group. It's easy for you. Understood, all of you?
I still have a doubt, Rajesh.
Yeah, tell me.
Okay. Let us try to maybe make it very simple, right? I am having a local repository. Then for my organization, we are having a kind of maybe central repository, but I still want to access maybe Artifactory's central repository. How I can access all these three?
Okay,
so my organization repo plus the Artifactory's central repo.
So you are saying, hey, I want to access the Artifactory. That's okay. And then I want to access this one also, correct?
Yeah.
So in that case, you have to create a two profile actually. Profile is a concept in Maven. I did not confuse you, but if you go to, let me show you here. If you go to any repository which is in public view, and let's say this is a group, and here I say set me up, and here configure. So now I want you to give some time, but see what they are doing. See what they are doing. They are creating profile. Look at this profile. This is the profiles. Profile repository one. So this is the one repository, two repository, third, fourth. Now if you really want one of the profile, so do one thing. All this repository you have mentioned in the individual setting.xml, whichever the profile you want to make it default, activate the profile here, last line. Okay, so this will be used as a default repository. So like that you can create multiple profiles here, and you can use as a like whichever you want to use it. But two things you can use it parallelly. To registry, I said registry. Okay, can you use parallelly? No, please hear me out. To registry you cannot use. To repository you can use it parallelly, and for that this is the approach. So if you say, okay, I will use Artifactory also together and with some other registry also. Two registry you cannot use. I said registry. Artifactory is registry. But here, remember, this central is a repository. It's a repository. It's a web view. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, more questions, guys? Okay, so guys, you have to do the same thing. Nothing great about this. You have to do the same thing. First, spend some time in the Maven. That understanding is important. After that, you create a repository, create a user groups, permissions, stuff like that. And LDAP and all settings are there. Proxy, internet proxy and all is there. Monitoring and Artifactory, and these are some of the extra services. And use upload, download, upload, download. How do you upload and download? That's up to you. I taught you Maven, but here if you look at this, Artifactory supports, you look at this here. See here, generic, Gradle, IV, Maven, SBT, Alpine, Cargo, Chef, Cocoa Pods, Kokan, Conda, Cran, Debian, Docker, Gems, LFS, Git LFS, Go, Helm package, NPM package, NuGet package, OP package, PHP package, Puppet package, Python package, RPM package, Vagrant package, and Power package. All these are disabled. Why? Because all are functionality available in the professional. By the way, you have a trial period also. You can try those stuff for 30 days, I guess, if I'm not wrong, and then see that. Make sense, guys, all of you?
Yeah.
Any questions?
Rajesh, can you quickly show that upload config section, please?
See, first of all, the repository which you want to upload, add in the pom.xml. How?
As a dependency?
Yes, of course. Oh, sorry. As a what? See, as a.
That's where I was confused, because then how it is going to distinguish between upload and download?
No, first step. First, forget about the everything. Upload. So add repository in this distribution management in Maven. Okay. By the way, this code I got it from the Artifactory only. Or you can copy paste and change the URL also. That is okay. Okay. In pom.xml. Setting.xml server component. Where is that? Here. Which will contain access. ID should match, so you will identify which repo, which password. Yeah. That's all.
But how it is going to distinguish whether it's a upload request or download request?
This command will always, I just now explained it to you. When you use deploy, compile, test, package, install, and deploy. That's a workflow. Yesterday, remember? You cannot override the behavior. So deploy means, I did not talk about a deploy because it was not needed yesterday, but you should check this: compile, test, package, install, deploy. These are the 5 phases we have. So compile means only compile. Test means compile and test. Package means compile, test, package. Install means compile, test, package, install. And deploy is the last phases actually. You should have looked at. Got it?
Yeah, I need to practice. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So guys, this is the end of Maven session. Sorry, Artifactory sessions. You have to practice it. I was supposed to take one more tools today, Packer, but I'll not do that. Probably will push to the another sessions. So practice it. So this class you have a Maven and Artifactory combined. Please practice it as long as you can. And then next sessions we'll meet up with few more tools and continue. Okay.
Okay.
Bye everyone.